Hey you guys, welcome to the Pretty Tarot YouTube channel. Welcome to all of my subscribers. Welcome to those who are new to this channel. This is a pick a card reading. It is your situation and some advice, okay? So I am going to show you what your options are, okay? And what we have here is 1, 2, and 3. Now, in case you are struggling with how this works, okay, pick a card reading is something where you pick a number or you pick a stone, and that will be what your reading is. I will shuffle these cards and hopefully your energy will come through. However, I pray for these readings to come through for those who truly need them. It's not for everyone and everybody, okay? There's a lot of, tarot readers and psychics out there. So if you find that for any reason, any readings on my channel don't resonate with you, don't feel any kind of way about it. Just know that this was not meant for you in this particular time. I have many readings on my channels. Check them out. I have lots of different pick of cards and stuff like that, and I'll be doing more. This one is live. All of them are not done live. This one's done live. The others will be, it is what it is, okay? So, there's option 1, and this is amethyst stone here, okay? There's option 2, okay, for the pick card reading, and this is clear quartz, okay? And by the way, amethyst is for strength of your intuition and your purpose. Clear quartz is all about using your intuition and your, tuning into the divine spirit through your own ability and gifts, okay? And the third option here, number 3, this is rose quartz, okay? So that's rose quartz. That's all about healing and love and, kindness, friendship, those kind of things. Now, these stones, it's not to say that this is what this particular reading is about. It's just, that's just the energy that comes with it. So if any of these stones resonate with you, then maybe that might be the reading you want to go for, okay? This is a general reading. This is general. So it can relate to different areas of people's lives. It's not strictly a love life reading. It can apply to different areas like career, jobs, money, family situations, friendship situations, whatever, okay? So just pick one, and it could also apply to love life and relationships. So it does not have to be about love life only, okay? Hopefully my phone will not fall here, okay? Hopefully it'll stay where it's at. And if I say hi to anyone, it's because someone comes into the room and says hi. Otherwise, I can see, if there's people in the room or not or whatever. And I will acknowledge, anyone who speaks to me or whatever. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get going with this, okay? So, cards falling everywhere. So I'm going to shuffle some cards. I'm going to go ahead and start with, I'm just going to go with situation 1. One time I did this out of order, which was interesting, but I'm going to go ahead with situation 1. What is going on with situation 1 here? And I'm going to keep this simple. I'm going to keep it quick. I'm not going to do a ton of cards to figure out the situation like I did before. I want one to flip out. That's usually how I prefer it to happen. But if it doesn't flip, then I'll just clear it myself. Final shuffle. Okay, so there's two. I love them when they flip out because that definitely screams that, you know, the energy is there, spirit guide or something, divine spirit. Okay, so situation one. Situation one. If you chose situation one, by the way, if you guys want a personal reading, you can go to my website, PrettyTarot.com, or you can check the description box below or the comments below, okay? Thank you. Appreciate you guys. All right, so in this situation, you guys don't feel, it just seemed like there's a lacking ability to stay on top of things. It seems like, I don't want to say things are falling apart, but it's possible that things could be falling apart. Maybe, you know, somehow the situation became just completely chaotic, or the situation just could have literally just fell out of good standing or something, because in the upright, this is all about being able to stay on top of things with the Seven of Wands. This is about competition, being competitive, having a competitive spirit, being able to step up to the plate, step up to the challenge. But in this particular situation here, you know, with the energy in reverse, is definitely not being able to keep up with things, not be able to stay on top of things, really losing that spirit and that drive. You know, things falling apart, things falling away, disorganization, you know, not being able to rise to the occasion or the challenge here in the situation, and not really being able to compete with whatever the situation may be. And it's possible there may be other parties involved here with the Three of Swords, and it's causing an unstable situation or instability in some form. It's also some sort of disappointment, sadness. Ties had to be severed. There's severing of ties. Something had to be severed. Something had to be cut. Something had to be cut away or whatever. Or somebody had to be cut out of a situation. Whatever it may be. Like I said, it could have been parting ways. And that also could be the reason why, you know, things may have came unhinged or apart for whatever reason, okay? There could be some sadness or disappointment as well in the situation, okay? Possibly. So, I'm going to go ahead and, I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to keep this, I'm just going to try to keep this as brief as possible. But whatever the case is, it just looks like it's not a good situation either way it goes. I also want to say maybe somebody gave up as well. You know, someone gave up because they felt like they couldn't compete anymore, or they just couldn't keep up with this, or they just didn't have what it takes to make it work, okay? Somebody just folded their cards and just, you know, called it a quits, okay? Somebody also could have, you know, got cut loose from something, or cut loose from a situation or whatever. For somebody out there, it could also be a job that they got cut loose from because they didn't really have the skills, or they weren't able to compete somehow, or really stay on top of things, or they just didn't have what it took to, you know, get the job done. So they, you know, ties had to be severed. But this situation could resonate in different ways for people, okay? Let's see what else I get here. Okay. However, it looks like there is some sort of happiness to gain out of this situation, okay, with the Sun card there. So you may not be experiencing this just yet, okay? You may or may not be experiencing this just yet, but it's possible. Uh-oh, got cards falling. It's possible that's what's going on there. Okay, in terms of something is going to work out in your favor, or, you know, letting whatever this is go, or being released from something or a situation, whatever, that just wasn't quite standing up to what it needed to be or should be, or not be able to hang in there with this or whatever. It was disappointing. You know, there's happiness to gain out of this, or some sort of, you know, it's like some sort of light at the end of the tunnel, you know. There's some sort of peace of mind to gain. Either way it go. And there's a couple that pop up right there. Let's see what this is about. Okay. So it looked like there was also some sort of lack of discipline, a lack of focus. It also could be, like I was saying before, someone was not really prepared for this situation. They weren't prepared for, like I said, if this is a job for someone, somebody wasn't prepared or properly skilled, or didn't do their proper research on how to really handle the situation, or how to handle the job or the project or whatever this is. Because I got leadership here, and not really knowing how to lead the way or how to take charge, you know, in the situation, how to guide the way here, how to even work with others in a peaceful way, you know, to get this project going, or to keep it going, or to keep things elevating. Like I said, it's also possible if this is like some other kind of situation, whether it's love life or personal, it is still showing there were other parties involved in this situation, and one may have been trying to hang on to the other, but then somebody let go because they didn't feel like the others were really clearly leading the situation, or were being clear about where this was leading. Okay. And therefore, in order to maintain peace, somebody had to, you know, had to be let go or cut ties or whatever, you know, in order to restore order and peace or whatever. Like I said, there's light at the end of this tunnel, either way it go. Somebody's going to restore their confidence or their peace of mind, or, you know, regain their happiness or whatever with this severing of ties or cutting ties, okay, in this situation. Because somebody here, they weren't well studied, or they weren't very well prepared, or they weren't very disciplined or focused. They didn't do their research. They weren't sure what, you know, what was going on or how to handle it. They just weren't up to the challenge in this situation, whether that's you or someone else or whatever in this situation. Okay. I said I was going to keep this brief, but this is getting interesting. So I'm going to pull another card here, and then, yeah. It looked like somebody really couldn't hang in there. They could not keep up with this, and things were slipping them, okay? Things were escaping them. Things were slipping them. And they just weren't able to keep up. They weren't able to maintain this. They weren't able to hang in there. They could have even been just like not even remembering things, or, you know, keeping up with things or whatever. And like I said, not even focused, just not focused, not able to really get focused, pay attention here, not able to really, it's also like somebody just wasn't there. Like they're there, but they really aren't there, if you know what I'm saying, if that makes any sense. They weren't all there. You know, you guys take that how it resonates or whatever. For those of you who selected number 1, you'll know how this resonates. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the advice portion of the reading. Okay. Okay. You got the take action card, okay? So you're being told to take action in the situation here. Oh, gosh. It's just cards slipping everywhere. Okay, and then you have the 6 of Fire in the reverse here. And that's just pointing out that, like I said, someone is not really... let me get this other card that fell on the floor here. Okay, that's just pointing out that this is not a card that I'm pulling, but this one is. That's just pointing out that someone, whether it's you or someone else, was not really having a lot of confidence here in the situation. They weren't really, they weren't stepping up to the, they weren't stepping up to the plate to take this leadership role or to lead the way or to guide the way through whatever this hardship is or this difficult situation or this battle, this competition, whatever it is. Okay, whatever it was that needed to be dealt with. They weren't handling business, or you feel like they were. However, and maybe you weren't or somebody wasn't, but you know, even though that card came out in reverse, I'm pointing out that's the energy there. But in the upright, this is the advice for you guys. I always read the advice in the upright. There's victory. There's good news after a long, hard fought battle or whatever. Okay, and take whatever resonates. There's a victory. There's a win. There's a success. Okay, it's like coming home from, you know, a journey or a trip or from a battle or whatever, and you know you're being welcomed back. And you know you succeed. There's a victory there, but it's pointing out victory, good news, public recognition or award. So you get acknowledged in a positive way, but you see success and victory, because that's what the Six of Wands is all about, the Six of Fire. Okay. So like I said, you come out on top, and I feel like you kind of get to restore what you felt may have been lost in this battle, this fight, this competition, this situation in which you were pit against someone else, or someone else was pit against you, or there were too many people involved or too many parties involved in the situation, okay, and one had to be cut or let go. You still come out victorious. You still come out on top, okay? You don't come out necessarily bruised like maybe people would have thought or you would have thought, okay? You had the balance card as well, okay? And that's pointing out that, you know, there is a need for balance. There's a need for moderation. So if you guys have not been disciplined or you have not been focused or whatever, you know, there's a need for compromise and cooperation as well if you are dealing with a situation where you and others are not able to agree or be amicable about something or agreeable about something, okay? But you're also being told to wait for the perfect timing with the balance card, okay? But the balance card is definitely about justice as well. In some cases, that card can also represent a zodiac sign of Libra, but it's mostly about the scales being balanced, okay? Recovering, finding balance. Actually, I want to do this one. Okay, you guys have the Mother Earth card, okay? In which you're being told you are called upon to help with the environment, okay? Now, there is somebody out here, you actually should be involved in environmentalism, okay? But in this case, for this particular situation, for many of you, you're being told that you need to be helpful in this environment, okay? You need to be helpful in this environment. You need to be helpful in this situation. And I feel like you also may need to get in touch with, like get grounded. Get in touch with you and get grounded, okay? That's what I'm really hearing. Get in touch with you and get grounded in this situation, okay? And I'm actually going to pull one more card from that deck because I feel like I need to. Okay. You're being told to keep an open mind as well. The outcome in this situation for you may differ from your usual, what you would actually expect. Okay. So keep an open mind. in all actuality, what you actually may think you may be wanting or needing out of this situation, or what you may think you'd be wanting, period. Okay, whether it is a person or the kind of success or job or career or money or whatever this is, the outcome you want, whatever this is you think you may want or how it needs to happen or whatever, keep an open mind about your situation and your outcomes or whatever, because things may be different. Things may be different, or things may work out to be very differently than you think it should, but it doesn't mean that you cannot find success or victory or gain what it is that you ultimately want, or what will work for your greater good or for your best interest, okay? We always think we know what we want or what we need, but everything we think we want or need is not always how it presents itself, okay? Sometimes it may look exact opposite or different, okay? So you got the High Priestess here in the reverse, and it's just pointing out that you're not getting in touch with your intuition, your feelings, and your emotions, but you're being pointed out, you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching, and it can also help you as well in your situation, okay? So get in tune with that. And the final advice card. Now, what's interesting is you have say yes. So if there is something that is being proposed to you, an idea, a plan, maybe a contract or an agreement or a proposal of some form, okay, you're being told to say yes, okay? You're being told to say yes. And I'm going to give you one more card here, okay? Interesting enough, the Seek Expert card came out in reverse. So I feel like it's pointing out to you that you need to seek out the professional help, or even if it's not professional, seek out someone who is much wiser and much more experienced than yourself. A mentor, you know, maybe someone who is higher in rank than you if it's at a job. For some reason, I feel so much like this is job or career related or whatever. It can be related to other situations as well, but it's pointing out to seek out an expert. So if it's about a love life situation, maybe seek out a relationship expert, maybe seek out a reader or something, a psychic, whatever. If it's legal, definitely seek out legal advice from a lawyer or someone of that sort or whatever. You know, depending on what the situation is, if it's medical, seek that out as well, a professional medical opinion or something. Whatever it is, though, like I said, maybe it's about business goals or something like that. Seek out a mentor or whatever. You know, whatever the case is, seek out someone who's well versed in this kind of thing, or someone who you know should be able to help you, okay? And that is the advice that's the situation advice for card for group number 1. So if you guys liked the reading or it was helpful, hit the like button, and please subscribe if you would like to know when other readings are coming up, whether they're pre-recorded or live, okay? And I appreciate positive comments. Any negative, nasty comments will be deleted and you'll be blocked, because I've had that issue with people making, you know, here and there. It's not all the time. I get more positive people, and I appreciate you guys, but here and there I get someone negative and nasty, and I have to block them and delete their comments. And I gladly do so, because I'm not here for the nonsense. I really don't even pay it any mind, and I don't take those comments seriously, okay? If you're interested in a personal reading, you can go check my description box below, or you can check in the description. Yeah, you can check in the comment section, and you can go to my website, PrettyTarot.com. Okay, and best wishes to you guys. All right, moving on to number 2. If you selected the clear quartz or group number 2, here is to your reading. Let's get it started, okay? And if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading with me, You can go to my website, PrettyTarot.com, or you can check the description box below or the comment section below. Okay. And this is a general reading, so it can apply to any kind of situation, okay? Any kind of situation. Jobs, career, love life, family situations, whatever's going on. It does not necessarily have to be about anything else, okay? So it looks like you guys are experiencing, you got the Five of Rods, okay? Five of Rods is conflict, okay? So you guys are in a conflicting situation right now, or you could be experiencing conflict, drama, arguments, petty quarreling and fighting, drama, okay? Or you could just be literally having some conflict, period. Just whether you have internal conflict or you're just, it's a conflicting kind of situation, or it's just something is not agreeable here, okay? Something's not working out. Conflict of interest, whatever it could be, okay? But with my, what's the name of this deck? I have two kind of decks. I have Sherman Caselli, which is more of a traditional tarot like the Rider-Waite, but then I also have my, I can't remember the name of this deck right now, but it's all about fairy tales, okay? It's called my Whimsical Fairy, or Whimsical Tarot, okay? And this one relates to fairy tales or whatever, but this is more so about this rabbit here. This rabbit is fighting with something that is not real, okay? This is a fake scarecrow that is fighting with something that is not real. It's just, you know, and they're kind of stuck. They got their hands caught in this nasty fake situation here, okay? But they're looking pretty pissed off and like they're ready to fight, and it just doesn't really make any sense because it's not even real. It's fake. It's not even real. So it's like imagined drama, or it's just drama, period, and it's not good. It's fake. Nothing here is real. Nothing said real. Nothing is going on that's real, okay? It even can be surreal, but you know, and I'm looking at, yeah, somebody is not being very kind or generous. If anything, somebody is, you know, maybe taking back some favors or snatching back some favors. Somebody may even be just like taking something from someone, or they may just not be willing to give in any form, okay? So being very selfish, feeling entitled, not really feeling like they have to be helpful to anyone or wanting to be helpful to anyone, being kind of a Scrooge, or just being someone that's just not friendly or not nice, okay? So that's what's going on in the situation, whether it's with you or someone else, or just in general in the situation. You guys will kind of, you'll know what's really going on here. So, yeah. Let's see what else. Let's see what may be resulting from this situation now. What is going to be resulting from this? Yeah, somebody's being a real nasty pest, okay? They're not even wanted here. They're not even wanted here at this table. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a nice feast here that's being absolutely ruined by some nasty pest, okay? There's rodents and mice there that are absolutely just nasty and gross. You know what I'm saying? And they're ruining everything, they're destroying everything. So that's the conflict there, okay? And yeah, whoever this is, they're not nice. They're pesky. They're being a pain in the butt, and they're ruining everything, okay? Or you could be feeling like they're ruining everything, whether it's real or imagined, okay? Maybe they feel like you're ruining everything, whether it's real or imagined, okay? And whatever it is, it's a conflict. It's a conflict of interest, or it's an actual conflict, period. Petty, fighting, quarreling, drama, whatever, or just feeling absolutely self-inflicted, okay? And then I feel like that's also my greedy card there, too. This is also my greedy card. So someone actually could also be, you know, being greedy and not really wanting to give of themselves or share or anything, you know, not wanting to be kind or helpful. the Epiphany card in reverse. That's the first time I've ever seen that. But the Epiphany card is like someone's clearly not getting it. Okay, someone's clearly not getting it here in this situation. All right, they cannot see what's really going on. They're really kind of clueless. Not really able to see the forest for the trees. Okay, but clearly somebody's not getting it. Okay, I feel like somebody's not wanted here, and or they're feeling like they're not wanted, but I don't know, but somebody's just not getting it. This has not become clear or transparent to whoever this is here in this situation. Very interesting, but somebody could be wanting to know what's really going on here. Okay, what's interesting is we have the gratitude card here, and this is sideways in the way that it pointed out. It came out sideways. So that's telling me one or two things. That my cards come out sideways, that this can go either way, or that this has been teetering back and forth this way. And it could have been someone teetering back and forth between having gratitude and appreciation in the situation, and then at times not really having gratitude and appreciation and just being very unappreciative at times, but other times really having gratitude and some appreciation. Okay, it's been kind of back and forth in that way, or this could really go either way in that regard. Okay, if someone's going to appreciate something or not, or appreciate someone or not, or whatever. But what's interesting is the Destiny card also popped out here. So, you know, you got these two people down here close, kneeling together in front of these others. And it seems like someone could be bowing down in this situation here. Like I said, in some sense, wanting to have gratitude, but in some other senses, it just, this is interesting. I don't want to say this, but I'm hearing, and this is not going to resonate for everybody in this group number 2, but I'm hearing something about somebody kissing somebody's ass, okay? So I'm sorry that that's what I'm hearing. In one sense, somebody may want someone to bow down to them and possibly kiss their ass. I'm so sorry. That's one sense. In another sense, someone else is feeling like they just want someone to just show some sort of appreciation and humbleness and gratitude. But I feel like someone here is definitely feeling conflicted. Like there's more than one narrative here. Someone could be feeling like they want to show appreciation, but they don't want to kiss someone's ass. Okay. Someone could be feeling like the person wants them to kiss their ass, but they're not going to do that. They don't mind showing appreciation, but they're not kissing somebody's ass. So it's still the same narrative that, but in the other situation, it's one of those things where, what was the other narrative I had? It'll come to me later because I just lost it as fast as it came. So I feel like that's the main thing. And whoever this resonates for, please speak up. This ain't going to resonate for everybody, okay? It really absolutely will not resonate for everybody. So whoever this does resonate for, please speak up, because that will be the most interesting thing to hear. So I'm jumping to advice here in this situation. That seemed to have want to flip. You got a card that's telling you, hold on, wait. Hold on and wait. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on and wait. Because there is something that, like I said, you're clearly not seeing here with the Epiphany card here in the reverse. And I feel like you will get to see what it is you need to see. But right for now, you need to hold off and wait. Hold off and wait. Because something here is not 100% clear, okay? Now, what's interesting here is there's a Destiny card here, like I said. But I feel like the message that I really need to get had already come out. Someone is self-conflicted and kind of fighting with themselves over something that may, you know, that may not be real. And they're wondering if this is the path that they really need to take or not in the situation, because it seems like it's pesky. The situation seems like it's not giving. They feel like they're not getting much out of the situation, and they're trying to have gratitude here and appreciate the opportunity or the situation, but they're just not really seeing where is this really going to benefit them or where this really going to go. But they could feel like someone's just being greedy or being pesky, and you know it's a real hassle. That's the other narrative I just got, okay, with all of this. And you're being told to wait and hold off. You may not need to cut or X this situation out just yet, okay? Hang in there because there's something coming up that you need to know. Now, what's interesting is you got the situation will prove in reverse, okay? That came out because you don't think the situation can get better or it will improve. You just feel like this is the worst. And you're like, do I need to stick in here with this? But the advice is always written upright. You will see the situation improve, okay? You will see the situation improve. It's just you doubted if it will or not, and that's where the self-conflict is coming from, because your higher self is not speaking to you at all, and you just clearly cannot see where this is going, and if this is destined to even work out. So that's the other narrative. That came out really good. I'm feeling this. I don't know. Tonight's reading is just really good. Let me hop to the advice. Okay, yes. Oh yeah, that was part of the advice, but the rest of the advice is what I really mean to say. Okay. Let's see what else you guys clearly get here for advice in this situation for group number 2. Okay. Knight of Air. So something is about to quickly move forward. Something is about to quickly come in. You may even be ready to dive in here really quickly, possibly. But this is kind of energy that's really intelligent, decisive, idealistic, tireless. But it's pointing out that events can occur or will occur at great speed. Take the time to carefully review your options. There are some creative solutions to this situation, okay? So, moving on to some more advice. Okay. All right, you got, this is quite a few cards here, okay? You have expect a miracle, and that's funny to see in this situation because that's probably what you figure it's going to take for you to be able to stick this out and for you to see it work out, okay? It's saying have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered, okay? You also have the Guardian card. So this is pointed out that you have guardian angels, you have positive spirit guides that are looking out for you. So it says you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. You're being protected and looked out for in this situation, whether you realize it or not. And it also could be by someone who's actually present in the situation that you don't think has your best interest at heart, but they may very well, okay? But you may also have spiritual protection as well. So have faith. And this is telling you to be bold, okay? Be bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take some risk and be willing to be daring, okay? Final advice card before we move on here. And that came out. Okay. Yeah. You may not be willing to stick with it. That's why this is sideways. But the advice is always written upright. Stick with it. Stick with it, okay? Stick with it. Don't give up. It's a long climb, if you can see from here. This person's way down there, but they got a long ways to climb up, but sky's the limit, okay? Stick with it. Don't give up, okay? If you guys are interested in a personal reading, you can check the description box below or the comment section. You can also go to my website, PrettyTarot.com. If you like this reading or it was helpful to you, you know, I appreciate you hitting the like button. If you could do that, that matters a lot to me. And let me know in the comment section, because I'm very interested in hearing from group number 2, how this reading resonated with you, you know, if it resonated or whatever. If this reading didn't resonate with you, maybe this could be coming up in the future. Maybe it has not happened yet, or perhaps this reading was not actually for you. Do not worry, do not fret. But so many of you out there, it's almost impossible to touch everybody. But usually I get pretty good feedback from a lot of people that the readings resonate in some form or another. So I appreciate you guys a whole lot, okay? Now I'm going to move forward. And thank you guys for those of you who support my channel by not only booking readings with me, but also donating. That makes a big difference as well. Okay, so that was group number 2. And now we're going to move on to group number 3, rose quartz. Okay, group number 3. Let's see. What's your situation? What's going on with you guys? Okay, what's going on with this group number 3? And actually do it this way. Yeah. What's going on with group number 3? Many of you must be out, you know, cyber shopping online or something, because this is the first time ever I've done a live and haven't seen one person come in the room, and it's absolutely hilarious. I already did my cyber shopping online, you guys. I do mine early, because if you wait too late, sometimes a lot of the good deals, they get sold out and then there's nothing left. But some of you may be scouring for the last deals that are left, and I wish you guys a whole lot of luck with that. What's going on for group number 3? What's the situation? Oh, thanks. Situation for group number 3. Either that or I left this video unlisted. Sometimes I'll record live and I'll leave the video as unlisted so that nobody can come in because I don't want the energy interrupted. So it's one or the other, but I'm thinking it must be unlisted because not one person's come in all this time, and that's highly, highly unusual. Usually somebody comes in, it's like, hi, or whatever, but yeah, I think I put this as unlisted, so it's okay, but it still be recorded live. When it's unlisted, nobody sees this. They don't even know this is happening, and they can't come in for that reason. I usually do this for private readings so that no one's private reading is being exposed. Anyway, group number 3. It looks like you guys are willing and ready to step into the line of fire and take a risk because you're ready for a change and transformation. And you're ready to go seek and chase something beautiful. That's possible. Whatever the case, you guys you're looking for a new start, fresh start. You're willing to step out, take a chance, and you're not afraid to do so. You know, you're keeping your head up and having much hope, faith, and optimism. And you're not concerned about if you're going to step into the line of fire or if you're going to fall or not or crash or burn. You're not concerned or worried about that at all. And that's a good thing. That's a very empowering place to be. Okay. Now what's interesting is, wow, you guys are full of a lot of interesting energy today or right now. I don't know what's going on in the astral placements. I have not been keeping up entirely. All I know is the sun is in Sagittarius, or is about to go in Sagittarius. We're about to come out of a retrograde period. I think it's either Venus retrograde or something like that. I don't know. I'm not an astrologist or astrologer. I keep up with some of these things, but not all. But it's been like, it seems like some of these energies have contradictions in them. Like self-conflicting energy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting that a lot, especially in this third reading, because though you guys are willing to step out and take a leap of faith here and take a chance, at the same time, you lack faith. Okay? I don't know. It's weird because the Hierophant is someone who has a lot of faith, but they're also someone who goes about things in a very orthodox, traditional, do things the right way, do things the moral way, take the high, they're likely to tell you to take the high moral road or to do the right thing, okay? But they have a lot of faith, okay? They hold a lot of faith. They stand high in faith. So I feel like some of you guys, you're back and forth or teetering between having faith and not. Where that's one narrative for some of you. The others of you, it's like you're willing to step out and take a chance because you feel like there. I feel like for some of you, you feel like there is no such. You feel like maybe, and I want to say this because this is what stands out to me more than anything when this card came out, that fire. So you guys are willing to take a chance on stepping in the line of fire and not doing the right thing. Okay, that's the other narrative for the other rest of you in this group number 3. Like, you guys are willing to take a chance, and even if it may burn you, even if it may possibly hurt you in some form, even if you really know you are taking a big ass risk or whatever, because it's not necessarily the best thing or the most righteous thing to do. It may be even something that's not necessarily something that others would approve of or others may frown upon, even maybe, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, you feel like you're willing to step out and take that risk either way it go. You don't care what others view it as, or if others view it as the moral or right thing to do, or you could be knowing it's not necessarily the best or right thing to do, but you're like, I don't give a damn, I'm going to step out and take a chance either way it go. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's what's interesting about that. So that's the other, like I said, the other narrative for you, some of you guys, whereas somebody trying to call me, where some of you guys are just feeling like, I had to reject that call. Some of you are feeling like it doesn't matter to you, you know, like, you're spreading your wings. You're spreading your wings. The stork can also represent pregnancy or a baby on the way. That's a very, 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 very small, tiny fraction of you. Whereas the rest of you, this is going to mean spreading your wings. Whereas for somebody else, you may be pregnant and knowing that it's not the right thing to be pregnant, maybe because of the situation, maybe who you're pregnant by, who you're pregnant with, or other situations, and you're just like, I'm going to take the risk anyway. You know, others of you, you just want to spread your wings and chase whatever this is that you think is beautiful and blossoming here, okay? Like I said, some of you're not concerned about whatever the risk or the consequences may be. You may know you could get burned, but you're just like, I don't care if it's not the right thing, I want to do it anyway. What's interesting is these other cards flipped. I don't take them as seriously, but I'm going to point them out anyway. Some of you feel like it's destiny. It's your destiny. Some of you are, like I said, you're out of sorts with your spirit or your spiritual side. You're not really, like I said, I feel like some of you guys, you're not in touch with your spiritual side or this, you know, the Holy Spirit, the Spirit, whatever this is, you're not in tune with that. You're not in tune with wanting to follow with spiritual values right now, or you're not in tune with spirit at all, because this is spirit and upright. In reverse, it's just being out of tune with that. In the upright, it's being in tune with it. You know, I feel like on all levels, but in reverse is not. There's some sort of communication or someone you're either going to say something to, or someone's coming to say something to you, deliver some kind of information or some kind of message. But that may apply for some of you, not exactly all of you. But some of you it may apply, others of you it may not. Okay, but I definitely get you guys feeling like you're ready to spread your wings and step out. Okay, take your chance. See what else is here. I don't know why my picture looks so foggy. It looks so foggy. Well, I guess that's just how it's going to be. As long as you guys can see the cards, that's all that matters. That won't come out. Okay, so you guys, this is the competition card here, but it's in the reverse. So you guys are not, you're not up for competing. You're not up for competing for something. You're not up for fighting with anyone for something. You're not getting caught in this tug of war here. So I feel like you guys kind of have this clear thing where maybe you want to step out and, you know, spread your wings, but you're just not really too clear or too sure. Some of you, if you could do it without getting burned or not, because it may not be the right thing to do. Okay. I feel like the more these cards come out, the more the narrative is coming out. But it's also one of those things, like some of you just kind of know. You kind of know what you want to do, and you're not battling yourself on it. There's no tug of war about if you should do it or not. You just kind of know this is what you want to do. You don't care if it's the right thing or not. You feel like for you, it's what you need to do. Okay? It's what you feel you need to do, destined to do, or should do. Where some of you could be struggling with, is it the right thing to do? Because it doesn't appear to be, but somehow you feel like you want to take this chance. So I feel like there's more than one group of you in regards to that particular narrative, but you got restriction here. So like, I feel like somebody is trying to free their mind, but they're struggling to release that. Okay. Someone is struggling with if they can be open-minded or not in a situation, whether this is you or someone else. Okay. But I feel like you guys want to spread your wings, and you may very well do that with that, you know, that stork or a bird card here. Because you feel like something is destiny, or it's your destiny to journey somewhere, you know, or to just go ahead and travel and do something and communicate something as well, maybe. Okay, so rejection card popped out here. I feel like you guys, and let me tell you something, what this card usually means, especially from the author's perspective, is that this person here, they reject the ideals and standards of what everyone else around them or in society deems to be the correct way of being, or the correct thing to do, or the right thing to do, or the standard thing to do. They reject that because this person, they stand on their own principles, their own values. They don't care if everyone else says it's the right thing to do or not. And this is exactly what you guys are kind of really facing here, is that you don't care if this is deemed to be the right thing or not. You're willing to step out and take the chance, regardless of, you know, getting burned by the situation, if the consequences come out, or if getting burned by others and what they think, okay, whatever it could be. But you guys feel very strong in your convictions, or at least you feel like you want to feel strong in your convictions, okay, because you feel like you just want to do this, whatever it may be, or someone feels this way, okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this card for advice, and then I have other advice cards I'm going to pull. This is a very interesting group here, number 3, and I feel like it resonates with some of you, slightly different in different ways for some of you guys, okay? Like I said, you got the don't stop card. So you're being encouraged to continue to push forward here. regardless of what other people may think or say or whatever slight doubts you may have, you know, but whatever the case is, you're just being told don't stop. Now, keep in mind, you guys have free will to do whatever it is you feel you need to do. These readings are for entertainment purposes only, okay? If you gain something and they help you, awesome. But do not come back blaming me because you said you saw the reading and it, you know, I told you don't do this and that. Okay, you take it on your own free will, the advice, okay? And I'm not saying that I'm giving you guys advice that you can't trust, but you have a lot of people in this world who take no accountability. And the way this narrative is going here, y'all, I don't know what you guys are up against here, but somebody's up against making a doggone choice to do something that they feel could be very risky or could be seen as inappropriate for whatever reason or not a good idea or whatever. But you're not going to come back and blame me for anything because you said, well, your card said you have free will. I know what my card said, but you have free will. Can you trust the cards? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't, but you will not blame me for any of your choices, okay? And I fully support you guys doing whatever it is you feel is the right thing to do, but know that you've grown and you have the free... I'm assuming everybody watching my channel is grown and adult. If you're a child, you should not be here, okay? And I'm not shunning children, but you should be focused on other things. You don't necessarily belong here, but most of my audience here, for what I know, is adults. So as an adult, you make your choices and your decisions. Make them responsibly. That's all I'm saying. Make them responsibly, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're the one who has to live with whatever decisions and choices you make. And this is not to make you feel discouraged or anything like that. It's just to point out to you, you have free will to choose to do whatever it is you want to do here in this world, okay? Pray about it, okay? And then make whatever action or choice you want to make, okay? Sometimes, you know, there have been times in history where people were told, you can't do that or you shouldn't do that. That's the wrong thing to do. And it turned out it was the right thing to do, okay? You know, some of those people made history. Some of those people, you know, they worked out really well, whereas you had some people it didn't work out. So you have to, you know, trust that whatever is in your heart is what you need to know. Now, you got the Hermit card in reverse because you are not, you don't want to isolate yourself. You don't want to isolate yourself. You don't, okay? You don't want to be left out and shunned. You don't want to isolate yourself. The Hermit is a very, the Hermit is a loner, okay? The Hermit appears isolated, but they're not actually isolated. They are a loner. They choose to go within and to be by themselves or to be to themselves or to do things on their own through their own consciousness and free will. No one shuns the Hermit. The Hermit goes off on their own and do their own thing, okay? Even if it means shutting out or closing out from the rest of the world, simply because it's not about being closed-minded or narrow-minded or hard-headed or stubborn. It's more so about their own need to tune out the rest of the world, to go within and see what is truly right for them and to gain their spiritual epiphany and to have time to think and ponder on things without all the outside noise and conflict, okay? So though you're thinking you don't want to be isolated or be on your own or whatever or go alone with this, the upright advice is telling you to take the way of the Hermit, okay? To choose to reflect quietly on your own, to take the time to think without outer interference from other people and other outside influences, okay? So what are you doing here? You should not be here right now if that's what you need to do, okay? But it's telling you spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teachings is advised, and do some self-discovery so that you can discover what is right for you in your situation, okay? What is right for you in your life and in your situation, because that's ultimately what you need to do, and you will come to that epiphany yourself. It's also how you strengthen yourself to be able to go against what everyone will say you can't or shouldn't do if that's the case, okay? And sometimes when you do things that other people don't agree with, you sometimes do find that it will separate you from others. but it's your choice. And that's why the Hermit card appears here, because it's always with the Hermit, it's by choice. It's not because someone shunned this person, the Hermit or whatever, okay? The Hermit does things their way or go their own way, but they do so with a peace of mind, okay? They know what they need to do and why they need to do it. And if they don't, they choose to tune out and meditate on it, okay? There is a guided meditation called Deep Insight by Kelly Howe. It's free here on YouTube. Just look up Kelly Howe /BrainSync. But if you look up Kelly Howe, you find it there. I'm not advertising for her. It's just what I have used, and I've been using it for the past few years. It helps. When I don't know what's going on or I can't tune out from the rest of the world, I will listen to it. I also will pray. I also will just sit in quietness. And, you know, but that guided meditation track, it helps me gain the conclusions that I need to gain when I need to gain them. Whether it's in that moment or later on, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what other advice that you get from this deck, and then I have one more deck after that, and then that's it. I'm feeling really good that I decided to do some readings today, because I wasn't going to for a while because my energy wasn't there for it, but I can clearly see there was a need for me to do this. This is telling you to go outside, okay? Go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. I don't know why she looked like she's frowning a little bit. That's not my favorite, but, you know, you could be frustrated maybe or something, but go outside. They'll help you blow off some steam, okay? And you have blossoming. Blossoming. You're blossoming, and that's interesting because it's a butterfly right here that this person is chasing. They're chasing transformation. Butterflies represent transformation and change, even if it's an uncomfortable change. To blossom into something beautiful. Butterflies are also free-spirited type of creatures, you know, okay? Once they've made that transformation, they can blossom and fly off to wherever it is they go to go. So it's pointing out that you are just getting started. So you have patience. No, it's telling you to have patience with yourself. Because you're just starting out, have patience with yourself, okay? And have patience with the process. Don't give up, okay? That's what you're being told. So don't give up. You also have quiet time, okay? You also have quiet time. But in case you couldn't hear me because I was shuffling these cards, remember, blossoming, blossoming, because you are just starting out. Have patience with yourself, have patience with the process, and don't give up, okay? Like I said, you have quiet time as well, okay? You have quiet time, and it's telling you to take some time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So not only you have that, but you have the Hermit card. So you're being told that you really need to take this time out for yourself to be, you know, be able to reflect, to be able to, you know, figure out what you need to figure out. And this says you are safe. You couldn't have gotten a better card. You are safe. Here we go again with that butterfly that's trying to blossom under this beautiful flower. And it's concerned that these birds are going to pick it off. These vultures that are flying in the sky. But you're being pointed out you are safe. You're being hidden under this beautiful flower so that you can blossom, transform, and change. Okay? Even if you think you're surrounded by vultures or people who want to pick you apart or whatever, you know, you're safe. You're safe. And this may not even be a butterfly. Maybe it is. It looks like it. But it's some sort of creature that's, you know, afraid it's going to be somebody's meal and eaten alive by all these mean vultures or these hungry vultures that are out there. But you're safe. Okay? You guys are safe. So, this was the most interesting reading. Actually, number 2 and 3 were the most interesting. Number 1 was cool, you know, but I'm really glad I did this because I got some different energy tonight. And I don't know whose energy I got, but you guys let me know if it's you or not. And if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, you can, like I said, check the description box below. You can check in the comment section as well for more information. And or you can go to my website, PrettyTarot.com. I have different prices, different specials, and I appreciate you guys for being here and being subscribers. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so you can know when I have other readings coming up, whether they are live or pre-recorded. And I appreciate all the positive comments. Any negative comments, I will delete when I eventually see them and block you if you put some negative, nasty stuff. It doesn't happen often, but every now and then we get an asshole on my channel who feel entitled to be nasty, even though these are free readings, okay? You guys, I don't care how many tarot readers or psychics that are out there. Do not ever, ever, ever start feeling entitled and having entitlement complexes and feeling like you can take any of us tarot readers or psychics on here for granted for doing free readings that we don't really have to be doing. We're taking our time out to do it because I'm not really getting anything out of this other than I feel like I'm sharing my gift of reading these cards and my intuition with you guys in a way that I hope that it is helpful to you and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be just charging to shit, you know, for my gift. I also want to make sure that I'm giving back. And that's really what a lot of this is about for a lot of us. You know, you got some out there, they're only interested in making the money. If that was the case, then I would be doing live chats all the time and telling you guys, make sure you do that super chat. And I'm not, you know, singling anybody out. I don't blame any tarot readers and psychics for getting their money because they're, you know, sharing their gift with you, and you guys should appreciate that. But don't make nasty comments, getting entitled, talking about, well, you didn't, you know, I don't care what you have to say if it's nasty. If you say something nasty or mean or negative, you get dismissed. I block you and delete your comment instantly, and I won't take what you said seriously because I'll think you're a total idiot and asshole. And I'm just keeping it real because I see this on other people's channels and I see it on mine. Okay? I do not take people like that seriously. If you have something, if you want to give constructive feedback, you can do that. And there's a way of doing that, and you'll still be with being respectful and not being nasty or rude. Okay? There's a difference between nasty and rude and being honest and giving helpful, constructive feedback. I also get plenty of people who will give me constructive, helpful feedback, and I listen to them. I don't delete their comments and be nasty. I even will respond to them. But I don't respond to negative, nasty people. There was probably only one person I responded to that I thought was delusional as hell, that was carrying on about twin flames and this and that and other. And they totally missed what, and this was on a different video, they totally missed what I was saying about what I feel about the whole twin flame thing. I wasn't saying that twin flames is silly. What I was saying is it's silly how people take the twin flame thing to such an extreme that they're willing to put up with bullshit from other people that they absolutely do not have to put up with because they believe this is their twin flame. Okay? Because somebody's your twin flame don't mean you have to put up with bullshit and they're treating you like hell and dragging you through hell. No, you don't. You have the option to walk away from that connection and allow that person to grow up and learn their lessons. And usually that's how and when they learn their lessons. And when it's time, remember everything's divine timing, they will return back when they need to in a much more mature and elevated, spiritually elevated light towards you, okay? As their twin flame. It's, you know, that's what I was saying, and the idiot took it so totally wrong. I had to block them. Okay, because they were being nasty. I did respond, but, you know, you guys, I am not somebody that you should be just mean and rude to. You shouldn't be mean and rude to anybody on here that's giving their time. We appreciate you all. I appreciate all of you, but not when somebody's being nasty and acting like they're entitled. I don't play that. I don't play that at all. Anyway, there will be more readings, and I hope you guys will have a blessed week and that you all had a wonderful holiday if you're here in the U.S., okay? And hello to all my people overseas in other countries. Peace.